The year 2018 has catapulted us into a science fiction future. Not only have they discovered that there's mineable ice on Mars, but they have also found a way to grow vegetables without earth or daylight. A lot has happened in this year. Scientific breakthroughs have made our lives safer, easier and more enjoyable. Researchers and scientists around the globe have worked tirelessly to bring us this future, so it's worthwhile to take a step back and applaud their tremendous efforts. The world of tomorrow is being shaped as you read this, so let's have a look at 18 of the biggest stories in science of this year, so far. Before starting, make sure that you have subscribed this channel and also press this bell icon to receive more notification of scientific content in future. If you find it helpful, don't forget to like. And you can drop your opinion in comment section below. Let's start. Number 1. Vegetables were harvested in a greenhouse in Antarctica without earth or daylight. German scientists have harvested their first vegetables to be grown without earth or daylight in Antarctica. The greenhouse is a test run for growing plants in space and combating vegetable shortages in harsh climates. Number 2. Mineable ice was discovered on Mars. Researchers studying the eroded edges of ridges on Mars have found that substantial deposits of water ice exist just a few feet below Martian surface, reaching over 300 feet thick in some areas. Number 3. Scientists erased damage caused by Alzheimer's disease in a human brain cell. Yudong Huang and his team discovered how to erase the damage in human brain cells caused by APO4, the primary genetic risk factor for Alzheimer's disease. Using human brain cells, scientists at the Gladstone Institutes discovered the cause of, and a potential solution for, the primary genetic risk factor for Alzheimer's disease, a gene called APO4. Number 4. 26-year-old Ravia Japan was successfully cured of sickle cell anemia with the use of stem cell. A Canadian woman was declared cured this month after receiving a bone marrow transplant using stem cells from her sister. She's the first adult to be cured of sickle cell anemia using this method in Canada. She expressed hope that her recovery could lead to more adults undergoing the procedure. Number 5. A chemical found in McDonald's fries may be able to regrow hair follicles. Scientists in Japan say that the ability to regrow hair might be found in using a chemical also used to cook McDonald's fries. Researchers at Yokohama National University found that when they used the chemical dimethylpolysiloxane, found in silicone, which is added to oil to cook French fries at the fast food restaurant, according to the Evening Standard, they could mass-produce hair follicles that could grow hair when transplanted into mice. Number 6. Thanks to astronaut Scott Kelly, it was discovered that time spent in space can permanently alter gene expression. Preliminary results from NASA's twin study revealed that 7% of astronaut Scott Kelly's genetic expression, how his genes function within cells, did not return to baseline after his return to Earth 2 years ago. Number 7. A fish called the opa was discovered to be warm-blooded, something scientists previously considered time impossible. Unlike most fish, which are exotherms that get heat from their environment, the opa is an endotherm that generates heat from within, Scientific American explains. They use something called countercurrent heat exchange to achieve this. As cool, oxygenated blood moves from the gills into the body, it comes into contact with the warm, deoxygenated blood moving from the body to the gills, so that outgoing blood warms the incoming blood. That heat is generated in the first place by the quick flapping of the opa's fins. Number 8. Scientists were able to reverse the aging process in mice by boosting NAD levels. Dr. David Sinclair, from Harvard Medical School, and his colleagues revealed their new findings in the latest issue of Science. They focused on an intriguing compound with anti-aging properties called NAD+, short for nicotinamide nucleotide. It's been known that younger mice had more of it than older mice, and back in 2013, The researchers found that when they boosted the NAD+ levels in older mice, they looked, biologically, like much younger animals. Number 9. The bones of a new, bus-seized dinosaur were discovered in the Sahara Desert. Scientists have unearthed in the Sahara Desert oasis in Egypt fossils of a long-necked, four-legged, school bus-sized dinosaur that lived roughly 80 million years ago, a discovery that sheds light on a mysterious time period in the history of dinosaurs in Africa. Researchers said on Monday the plant-eating Cretaceous period dinosaur, named Mansaurus shahani, was nearly 33 feet, 10 meters, long and weighed 5.5 tons, 5,000 kilograms, and was a member of a group called titanosaurs that included Earth's largest ever land animals. Like many titanosaurs, Mansaurus boasted bony plates called osteoderms embedded in its skin. Number 10. A new, innovative stem cell treatment has been shown to reboot blood and bone marrow from his patients. Researchers are exploring whether it's possible for stem cells to become cell types which could slow his disease activity, repair existing damage or replace faulty parts of the immune system or nervous system. Although stem cell therapy is routinely used for conditions such as cancer of the blood, leukemia, it's still largely seen as an experimental treatment for multiple sclerosis, MS. Number 11. A home test for breast and ovarian cancer was approved by the FDA. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration gave its approval Tuesday to a 23andMe test that screens for a few breast and ovarian cancer genes, but that approval came with a number of caveats and cautions. It is described by the FDA as the first direct-to-consumer test to report on 3 specific BRCA1/BRCA2 mutations that are most common in people of Ashkenazi, or Eastern European, Jewish descent. Mutations on these genes increase a person's risk of breast and ovarian cancer. However, the test detects only 3 of more than 1,000 known mutations. Number 12. Scientists at MIT created a robotic fish in order to help study ocean life. The soft robotic fish, known as SO5, which was developed by a team at MIT. The researchers published details in Science Robotics Wednesday about the process that went into designing a robot that could operate underwater and mimic the movements of fish closely enough to travel among marine life without spooking it. Number 13. A DNA nanobot was created that can target and kill cancer cells. These DNA nanorobots do so by seeking out and injecting cancerous tumors with drugs that can cut off their blood supply, shriveling them up and killing them. Using tumor-bearing mouse models, we demonstrate that intravenously injected DNA nanorobots deliver thrombin specifically to tumor-associated blood vessels and induce intravascular thrombosis, resulting in tumor necrosis and inhibition of tumor growth, the paper explains. Number 14. Scientists use stem cells to restore the sight of 2 blind people. Patients have had their sight restored in a pioneering trial in which stem cells were used to regrow the cells in the eye responsible for detailed vision. 2 patients, a man in his 80s and a woman in her 60s, are now able to read again after the procedure, which is the first of its kind. Number 15. Scientists discovered, or more accurately reclassified, a new organ, the interstitium. It's a layer of fluid-filled pockets hemmed in by collagen, and it can be found all over our bodies, from skin to muscles to our digestive system. The interstitium likely acts as a kind of shock absorber for the rest of our interior bits and bobs, and the workings of the fluid itself could help explain everything from tumor growth to how cells move within our bodies. The authors stop short of saying new organ, but the word is certainly on everyone's lips. Number 16. A type of ice previously not believed to be present on Earth, Ice 7, was discovered in diamonds. The water molecules found in these diamonds were squeezed into a solid form of ice, but they represent briny pools of liquid water that would be trapped in rocks far, far down, below a section of the mantle called the transition zone. While there have been previous estimates on how much water could be contained by the hot, pressurized rocks at those depths, the only way to be confident in any of the guesses is to acquire a sample. Number 17. The origin of sickle cell anemia was discovered. Sickle cell anemia is an inherited form of anemia, a condition in which there aren't enough healthy red blood cells to carry adequate oxygen throughout your body. Normally, your red blood cells are flexible and round, moving easily through your blood vessels. In sickle cell anemia, the red blood cells become rigid and sticky and are shaped like sickles or crescent moons. These irregularly shaped cells can get stuck in small blood vessels, which can slow or block blood flow and oxygen to parts of the body. Number 18. Archaeologists discovered evidence of thriving communities that once lived in desert parts of the Amazon rainforest. The research, funded in part by the National Geographic Society and published today in the journal Nature Communications, challenges a common perception of the pre-Columbian Amazon rainforest as sparsely populated. That perception has endured despite 16th century accounts of large, interconnected villages that go against modern assumptions. Which discovery is great in your opinion, and share it in comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye, see you next time with a new interesting topic. Scientific